Hey Riverdale fans, so yes, Riverdale returned tonight after I believe it was a 3-week hiatus on the CW, and it wasn't really, in my eyes, a very active episode, but many secrets definitely came out and revelations, and of course, brought more questions like a typical soap opera teen drama does. I'm actually at my buddy's house, so Shane, if you want to, slide in. Hi there. Alright, so we're going to bring with questions in this video to see if people might comment. So the first thing, Polly's mother's secret. Basically, we find out that, I don't want to really give a spoiler, but I guess I'm going to, that she was forced to rid of a child that she had. And I won't say any more other than that. But her husband, Polly's father, made the comment about another possible secret. And I'm just wondering if maybe it was committing murder because she had that look on her face. So are they trying to imply that she killed Jason Blossom or someone from the past? What are your thoughts on that? I mean, what are your thoughts on the revelation? I kind of said to you that I thought that would be the revelation of her when she started crying because they wanted Polly to keep the twins, actually find out they're twins that she's having. So what are your thoughts on that?
I thought it was pretty cool because so far in the show they've been kind of showing that the father's probably the good parent and the mom's kind of like the worst, annoying, evil parent. And this episode kind of flipped it around to show that the dad's kind of been the one.
So sometimes people you least expect.
Yeah.
So what else could he be responsible for if he's responsible for this revelation? The serpents. We really had an episode focusing on them tonight. And what do you think, other than what they said in tonight's episode, Shane, what do you believe their involvement? Do you think they're... I would say it's too obvious that they possibly killed or were behind the killing of Jason. But do you think they're responsible for the incident that took place at the construction site?
I don't think they did that, but maybe there's like two different like parts of it. Like maybe Jughead's dad's like in charge of the one part, and then there's like another part doing this stuff. Because I don't think he would be like a murderer or
no, it's too obvious.
Or he would attack Archie's dad's thing because they're like have a love-hate thing going on.
Right, right.
But I do think they might go with a more obvious route because I watch like The Flash and stuff, and Greg Berlanti runs those too, and he does kind of go for the more obvious stuff in all those shows, so it might just be the obvious thing again.
So the serpents are responsible for his death?
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe the...
But I don't think Jughead's dad really is involved. I think maybe some of them went behind his back.
So it's like a whole organization thing with a power struggle.
Yeah, but I think we'll take the fall for it if they were the ones that did it.
Do you think the Blossoms are responsible for the vandalizing? Or is that too obvious as well, as we see his dad? Well, Archie's father threatened Mr. Blossom, but then Mr. Blossom basically rebutted it and said with what? Yeah. So that could have been... I did like the baby shower. That definitely gave the characteristics of a typical soap opera. I kept saying to you, I don't know what was with Mrs. Blossom's gloves. It wasn't like she was at a ball, but she had the need for gloves and that hideous pin that was on her dress. I don't know what that was all about. But of course, the group was all together, and it was a really nice baby shower. But the typical soap opera elements, that's what I love the most about this show. Greg Berlanti, the writers, they are nailing it with those attributes, especially for the CW, for someone who watched Gossip Girl 90210 Melrose Place. Polly going to live with the Blossoms, you see that at the end. And in my eyes, I even tweeted it. She basically went from the frying pan into the fire. The Blossoms, I don't trust them. I think they have way more involved in everything. I mean, they take over the town, as we saw tonight's episode, with their money and their power. But I definitely think there's many secrets hidden, and I think that aunt with the crazy red curly hair, or the grandmother, whoever character she is, I think she knows way more, and that's why they keep weaving her in and out of the episodes, because she's going to divulge something. I have this funny feeling. Do you have any other thoughts?
I think Polly will be safe at the Blossoms because of that crazy aunt because we found out that crazy aunt, like a few episodes back, we found out that she likes Polly a lot.
She does like Polly.
Yeah, so I think she'll
protect Polly.
Yeah. I think Cheryl will too.
Cheryl will.
Yeah.
I mean, do we have any thought here? I had a thought I brought up to you earlier, and I read this. I'll be honest. I read it on a site on Facebook, I believe. What if this whole show, you know, it's coming up a couple more episodes, and then it'll be the season finale, and it was already picked up for a second season. Great. What if Archie was the one that was meant to be killed because he looks so much like Jason, and instead Jason took the bullet, or the, you know, and the killer's still out there, and the killer's now going to target Archie. What are your thoughts on that?
I said it earlier. I don't think that's the thing. I think it was always meant to be Jason. I think Jason got himself caught up in like some bad drug circles.
Who do you think? Okay. Do you think he's really dead?
Yeah, I think he's dead.
Okay, all right. But do you think it's going to be someone we least expect, or someone that was maybe it's been under our noses the whole time?
I watched like Screen Junkies and stuff on YouTube, and one of the people on there like is best friends or something with one of like the writers for the show, and the writer did tell her that Jason is for sure dead. Like they're not trying to bamboozle.
So now we got to figure out who it is.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on tonight's episode after it came back after the hiatus? The revelations, the secrets, the more mysteries, the more questions. Who possibly killed Jason Blossom? And like I said, it's a great show. Love watching it. And thanks again for watching this video. Continue to watch them. Like, share, subscribe, and comment if you feel free to. And have a good night, guys.